Yeah, hi. I welcome you all. My name is Shailendra Soni, and I'm your mentor today for a career-related discussion, which is going to be very, very important. Yeah, so I formally welcome you once again. It's going to be a very exciting talk for next 45 to 60 minutes. And let me tell you, this is not a monologue. Please feel free to ask questions. Whenever you have questions, please type it in the chat box, and shortly I will try to respond them, either in the middle of it or somewhere towards the end when we will have a question answer session. Yeah, and I like people who are very, very active, participative. Be ready to type a lot of responses. Because I might ask you to keep responding, because when you respond, that gives a lot of energy to me, and your energy is really driving, me as a host to continue with more and more valuable talks with you. And also, there is an exciting gift waiting if you stay till the end. Yeah, so when you log in right now, don't just jump on with some conclusion as to what are you learning, what are you getting. Just wait, continue for the next 45 to 60 minutes, and at the end of it, I'll announce that there is some special gift for each one of you. All right, and there is a Google form. You can probably go to your browser, copy and paste it. Ayur, can you please copy and paste it on your browser? And all of you can fill that form, and that form will hardly take about 30 seconds to fill. This is kind of some kind of basic information which will help us to understand your profile, and accordingly, we should be able to come back to you with more customized solutions in future. Yeah. So try and copy this poll on your browser and try to fill it. There are some 3-4 questions only, not more than that.
I've pasted the form in the chat section.
Perfect. Sounds good. Just do that, and it will take 30 seconds. There are hardly 4 questions, but then this will give a lot of insight to us as to how do we come back to them in future with more customized solutions to each of the joinee here. Are you all done? So once you are done, please type in the chat box done. Please take your time, complete it, because this form will really help us to come back to you. Thanks. 2-3 people have informed that they have done. Rest of you also take a few more seconds, because there are hardly 4 questions. Just copy this link, paste it on your browser, and fill it. Any of you has any problems copying and pasting, do let us know. Done, guys? If you have filled the form, please type in the chat box done. So we have some exciting numbers here. A lot of candidates are there. I just wanted to understand your profile. Yeah, the link is there. Just copy this link in your browser and fill it. It will take hardly 10 seconds because there are only yes, no, 4 questions. All right, let's go ahead. Or maybe you can do it later on. That's okay. Yeah. So excited to be here? Just type in the chat box excited. Thank you, Bhuvan. Thank you. Yeah. I'm liking the energy. The energy is really good. This energy will help me to probably energize you and the entire audience here. So as I told you, there's an exciting gift waiting for all of you if you stay till the end. So I will now take you forward and I will take you through the entire discussion on what is a resume, what all you need to have in your resume, what all you need to prepare for your interview, how you make a good career profile over a period of time, what all will help you as a mindset, and how you can connect me individually through chat, through Chase platform. Yeah, so everything is going to be there. All your questions will be answered. You will not be leaving this discussion without your questions in your mind. So don't worry. As we are all sitting at our home and we are all facing this corona related pandemic, and the life is going to change a lot of ways, in which the recruitment is happening across the industry will also change. So since everything is going to change, we definitely would like to let you know how this entire journey of yours looking for a job or looking for making a career will require you to transform yourself from what you were to what you need to be. Yeah. So we will probably have more discussions in future as well, and we will cover all your queries about related to your career, how to find a job, how to crack the interviews, how to do the professional networking. So we will keep on doing webinars in future as well. Excited? Just type BIO, bring it on in the chat box. Type BIO, bring it on. Yeah, I guess Ragini has a question. Type your question, Ragini. Although we are yet to start. Oh, great. Excited. Thanks. Ragini, maybe you can keep your question towards the end or maybe somewhere in the middle. Let me start with what we have in store for you. So I'm taking this discussion forward now. So I want to tell you, who am I? Why you should learn from me? What will you learn here? How will we connect post the webinar? What future holds for us together? Yeah. My name is Shailendra Soni, and I will answer all these questions in the next slide. I have a mission. My mission is to help 1 lakh people living a happy and successful life. When I say happy and successful, that means you'll be happy only if you are keeping regular track on your plans, achieving them regularly, and if you have a mindset of being successful. So I want to create all this to 1 lakh people around me. Yeah. You want to be with me in this journey? Say yes in the chat box. Cool. So I will tell you a little about myself. I have done my MBA in marketing. I did it long time back. I've also gone through an executive MBA from Cornell University, US. It is one of the top 15 universities in the world. I have experience about 28 years in different corporates, which also includes about 8 years of entrepreneurial experience. Some of the companies where I've worked are Ricoh. Ricoh is the photocopier company. You all must have heard. I have worked with a Tata company, which is Tata Press Limited. I have worked with Tata Consulting Services. I worked with HDFC. I worked with Vodafone. I worked with an IIT. I worked with Pearson. Pearson is world's largest education company. And I have worked with Career Launcher. So these are some of the brands I have worked with. And I was very, very lucky to have all these names in my resume, because of which I never had any problems in my career. The roles which I managed, I managed regional and national assignments, large teams, profitability and market acquisition, and I've also handled operations. So from the entrepreneurship point of view, I have been doing the HR and recruitment advisory for medium and small enterprises, startups, and some of the companies. And I'm also into career mentoring and career counseling. I'm going to be a certified career counselor. And my expertise areas are resume interview advisory, career issues, one-on-one mentoring, coaching, career and success strategies. So I help people with plans as to how you become more successful in your career, and what are the strategies which will help you to grow from point A to point B in your career. So point A is where you're today, point B is where you want to reach. So I can help you. I've been doing it in the last about 10 years with my juniors in the companies where I've worked, and with audience outside my office on a very individual basis. But over the last 2 years, I've started doing this professionally, and this is all. So till now I think I was able to help about 700 plus people with their resume advisory, with their career issues, and I think more than 250 people I've mentored one-on-one, and about 50 people are regularly part of my coaching program. And I also help with career strategy and career success roadmaps. Yeah, exciting. Sounds good. Are you ready to pick up what I know, which will help you? Just type in the chat box yes. Interesting. Thank you so much. If all of you participate, if all of you are engaging, that'll be very, very nice. Some people are only, I see some of the comments only, but most of you are very, very expert in typing these days on mobile or laptop. So whatever medium you have logged in, so keep on energizing the entire system, so that, I also know that you are listening and you are making notes of it, and maybe you can make some notes possibly. What you will learn here in the next couple of about 30-40 minutes, you will learn what makes it a resume, what makes it powerful and relevant. Because a resume is not just a piece of paper with certain information. It has to be relevant, and it has to be powerful. So how will it be relevant and powerful? I will explain you. Job interviews. In the interview section, how to prepare yourself for a telephonic or personal interview, do's and don'ts in an interview. Yeah, because interview is a one-time activity. You get only one chance. Either you qualified for next level interview, or you are rejected, like many others. Profile building. How to build a strong profile? What is your average? I don't know. I'm yet to see the Google Forms. If you have filled all of you, uh, I think most of you must be in the age bracket of about 22 to 30 years, maybe 32 maximum. So you are in the right age at this point of time in your career to understand that you have a long career ahead of you. And right at this point of time in your career, if you plan it beautifully, you will have a good journey. Your career is just like a tour. If you plan a tour very well in advance, then you have less trouble throughout your tour, or maybe throughout your vacation, or throughout your journey. But if you do not plan, if you just start in a very haphazard way, you will see that you will have tons and tons of problems on the way, and it will not be a very memorable journey. And at the end of it, either you start thinking, why did I do this? Why did I have this journey? Or why did I not plan? So instead of thinking 20 years from now that, I should have been very lucky if there was someone to help me with my planning, with my goal setting, with someone to hold hand with me in the last about 10 years or 15 years. Can I go to someone and ask, is this right? Is this wrong? Can somebody review my resume? Can somebody help me with interviews? Can somebody tell me that, how to do a career planning? Can someone tell me what are the kind of industries which will flourish in the future? Can someone tell me how to scale up faster in the corporate job than others? Can someone tell me uh, how to make a success roadmap for you in the future, comparing others who do not know? So that, if you have a circle of 20 people around you, can you be the fastest in that? So all these things, if you plan, you will have a very, very strong profile in future. And that also I will explain you why we fail. Is this luck or something else? This is a question I also have till date. There are areas I have failed. There are areas I have been very, very successful, and there are areas that have been moderately successful. So how it works? I failed because I was unlucky, or I failed because I did not prepare, or I failed because I was destined to fail. So we will discuss all that. What is future? How we have a good future if we are ready from now. So all this we will discuss. How will we connect post the webinar? Am I? Are you guys with me? Type in the chat box with you. If I'm audible to you, if you are understanding where I'm taking you in this discussion, type in the chat box with you. More responses, more people to type with you. Cool, cool, cool. All right, great, great, great. So I want to tell you a webinar. How will we connect post the webinar? Webinar participation is a one-time activity. Today you have logged in the webinar. We will meet, we will learn a bit, know and meet each other, and depart. What after that? What happens after the webinar? You will get busy in your life. I will get busy in my life. Is that for what you have logged in today? I guess not. You want to have a continuous learning. Am I making sense? You think we should continue learning from each other? Type in the chat box, yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. More people to write yes. Cool, cool. So what you can do, some of the things I can suggest you right now, you can take on one-on-one Chase mentoring sessions, which are available through Chase meeting. You can book a Chase meeting and take sessions. You can join Chase future webinars. You can take subscription-based learning and mentoring, which will shortly come out in the Chase platform. And you can join directly with me as well, which I will share details in the future slides. For more deeper understanding with regular guidance, mentoring, join the mentor exclusive program. You can inquire more from Chase, and I will share my details with you. You can also get in touch with me, and we can plan out, an individual career-related chart out for you. Stay till the end and you will have all the answers. Yeah. What future holds for us together? If we are together in future, we can have one-on-one mentorship, performance and transformation coaching. You all want to become a good performer in life. You all want to become good leaders. I mean, from position A to position B in your vertical growth. I can help you there. Reference sharing for jobs, career opportunity. I'm very well connected in the industry. There are a lot of people who come to me. I have had my own recruitment firm for about 8 years. I'm still connected with plenty of HR people. I can refer you for jobs and career opportunities. only when I get it from these people as a request. I can help you in life and career coaching, regular monitoring on career and life goals. We can together make goals, and I can help you monitoring your goals, whether you're going right, wrong. Issues. We all will have discuss issues and problems for potential nearest best fit solutions. If you have career issues, you can discuss with me, and jointly we can come out with the best possible solution for those issues. Continuous learning and sharing, recommended readings and learnings, I'll keep on sharing with you. Shift from complications to simplicity across more life areas. These are the things which we can together continue working on. Sounds good? Type in the chat box, sounds good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 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 So I'll go ahead. So now let's come to the main reason why we are here today. We are here for four things to understand. What is a powerful resume? How to maximize the interview opportunities? What is the interview mindset and how we become successful? These are four things we will discuss in the next couple of slides. So I will do more of speaking, and on your screen is the definition of resume. Maybe you can read it. See, in the Indian parlance or globally, resume is the most common word used for employment purpose. When you are looking for a job, you have to send something to the employer or the HR recruiter or the companies or the job boards. So what you upload is a resume. Okay. This is the most common among resume, CV, and biotypes. I'll explain you the difference. A resume meaning summary of your profiles. It is ideally your education, skills, employment when applying for a new job. A resume does not list out the all details of profile, but only some specific skills customized to the target job profile. It does is usually one or at the max 2 pages. If you are making how many pages are there in your resume? Type in the chat box number of pages you have in your own resume. Somebody might have 1 page resume, somebody might have 2 page resume. Let me see. 1.5. Okay. Bhuvan says 1.5. Anybody else? Please share how many pages you have in your resume. Radhika says 2. Cool. More people to write. Aditya Dev 1. Sonali 3. More people write your number of pages in your resume. Kanak says 1. Anybody else want to share how many pages you have in your resume? That'll give us a good insight. Ragini says 1. More people to share? Okay, fine. Keep on writing. How many pages do you have in your resume? A resume is usually written in third person to give it an objective and formal tone. Yeah. How resume is made? A good resume would start with a brief profile of the candidate, who you are. For example, Shailendra Soni. Who is Shailendra Soni? Shailendra Soni is a business development person, or Shailendra Soni is an Android developer, or Shailendra Soni is a production manager. Summary of qualifications: MBA, BTech, XYZ, followed by industry expertise. What are my industry expertise? I'm expert into education industry. I'm expert into telecom industry. I'm expert into career coaching. I'm expert into franchising business. And then professional experience in reverse chronological order. This also you need to check in your resume. What is the order in the reverse chronological order? Reverse chronological order means the latest profile, the current position has to be on top, and then previous to that, and then previous. The first company of your career should be the last one in your resume. Focus is on the most recent experience with responsibilities and accomplishment, and previous experiences are only presented as a summary. So supposedly, if you have 10 years of experience, and in the 10 years of experience, you have had 5 different jobs. So that doesn't mean that what you write in your current job, if you're working for the last 2 years, you write the same way in your first job, which you had about 8 years back or 9 years back. Because 9 years back, what you did in that company, it may not really sound very interesting to the employer. Employer is only interested in the most, his 80% focus is in the current job, what you're doing, and 20% focus in current to previous job. Because in the last 3-4 years, whatever you have been doing, that seems to be most relevant to the employer as your strength area. This would be followed by education details and professional affiliations and or voluntary initiatives if you have done it. So this is your resume. Okay. Are you able to relate? Are you able to relate with it? Type in the chat box. Yes. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's go to the curriculum vitae. You all when somebody says send me your CV, somebody says send me your resume, somebody says send me your biodata. Until unless you know the difference, you will not be able to actually send them what they mean. But in India, most of the places, people are virtually, literally confused as to they're asking for a CV or they're asking for a resume. So until unless they make it very, very specific that you send me a CV, you please understand that they're asking for your resume only. So let's come back to our curriculum vitae part. Curriculum vitae is a Latin word meaning course of one's life. What are you doing? Where are you? It is more detailed than a resume, generally 2 to 3 pages, or even longer as per the requirement. Yeah. A CV lists out every skill, all the jobs and positions held, degrees, professional affiliations, if you have any, the applicant has acquired, and in chronological order again. A CV is used to highlight the general talent of the candidate rather than specific skills for a specific position. It is more a very generalized kind of a thing. For example, I can write that I am a sales and BD person. I have managed teams. I have worked in some of the largest organizations in India and globally. I have managed XYZ part of country. This is a very general kind of a CV. It is not talking about any specific skill of mine. Yeah. So this forms a CV. Let's go to the resume biodata. Once you understand all these things, three things, you will actually understand the real meaning of resume. A biodata. Biodata is the short form of biographical data and is an archaic terminology for resume or CV. In a biodata, the focus is on personal particulars like date of birth, gender, religion, race, nationality, residence, marital status, and the like. A chronological listing of the education experience comes after that. So now you have seen, all these three things: biodata, resume, and CV. Can you please type in the chat box where you relate your current, resume? So currently you have a resume with you, or you have a CV with you, or it is your biodata. Type in the chat box whatever is with you. What is that? Okay, okay. Sounds good, sounds good. More people to write, please. Sonali says CV. Ragini says resume. Kanak says resume. Radhika says resume. Okay, Bhuvan says I have a CV and resume both. Aditya says resume. Galaxy J8, I don't know your name, says CV. More people to write. More people to write, please. You have a resume, CV, or a biodata currently with you. What do you relate? What you have? Priya says biodata. Cool, cool. Anyone else? Okay. Sri Ranjini says biodata. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now let's see some more differentiation and clear understanding these three. So here's the summary, consolidated summary. A resume would be ideally suited when experienced people apply for specific positions where certain specific skills are more important than education. Yeah. A CV, on the other hand, should be the preferred option for fresh graduates or people looking for a career change. It could also be used by people applying for academic position. So try to remember what we just saw in the previous slide, that resume has specific skills which takes you from one company to another company. Okay. You might have done BTech, but after doing BTech, you might have become a salesperson. And as a salesperson, you might have become a financial product salesperson. So a financial product salesperson does not require a BTech as a degree, okay? But working in one company, let's say working in HDFC, wants to go from HDFC to, let us say, Kotak. So he's looking forward to move in the career from one place to another because of certain specific skill, because the person is a good salesperson of the financial product. You will require a CV. But if you are a fresher BTech coming out of the college, you don't know what kind of specific skills you have because you are yet to start your career. Yours is a CV because it's a very generalized kind of thing and it has no specific skill set mentioned. But you are applying because of your education-based careers. For example, you have done BTech, you look for a job as an engineer, or maybe you have done whatever course. Okay, and for academic positions, people write through CV. The term biodata is mostly used in India when people apply for government jobs, because in the government jobs in India, the research grants where one has to submit descriptive essays. Biodatas are not common in international markets where personal information like age, gender, religion are not required to be submitted by candidates. For example, if you, is any of you a software person from the IT industry? Somewhere, how many of you are from the IT industry? Type in the chat box me, if any of you are from the IT or IT industry, maybe a software developer. Okay, Rohini says she's a software developer or an IT person, possibly. More people to write about if any of you is from the software or IT industry. So if Rohini, I'm a student. Ragini says I'm a student. Okay, so Rohini will relate to me that the IT positions are normally global positions. Today you're working in India, tomorrow you might be working somewhere else, and they are location-free kind of positions. So those people are least bothered whether you are a male or a female. The least bothered about you are staying in India, you're staying in some other country. There is a work you have to do online. Yeah. So because of all that, they are looking forward to people with resume. And when you send your resume for one job to another job, you don't write I'm a male or a female. You don't write your address. You only write your email ID and your mobile number. Sorry. Because that is the only contact details that you want to share. I'm least interested if you are a software developer staying in Delhi, for example, in South Extension or in Noida, or if you're in Bangalore staying in X place or Y place. It is more to do with, majority of the time you are online and you're doing stuff in the collaboration mode and you're working. Yeah. So biodatas are not used in India. If some company says send me biodata, that means they probably do not know what they're asking. So ideally, it's a resume with the relevant contact details. So somebody has raised hand. Okay, can you please unmute one or two people? Ayur?
Shailendra, you have to allow them to talk. That's how it will work. So if you click on their name, now there will be an option to allow them to talk.
Okay.
So that's how they can talk. Like there is no mute button for them, but only a permission is required from your end.
Okay. All right. Just a moment. All right. Maybe what we can do, we can probably finish the entire discussion. And post the discussion, we take all the questions, maybe voice questions from each of them. Is that okay with all of you? so that first we are on our main agenda, and that then we finish. Please note down your questions and keep them all with you. Okay. I will answer each of the question. I will not let you go the questions in your heart and mind. I will give you solution or the answers. Don't worry. So let's continue. Let's go to the next slide.
Yeah, and they can also write their questions in chat if they are like comfortable that way. That's not a problem.
Perfect. You can write your questions in the chat, and me and Ayur will collate, and before we finish, we answer all of them. Is that good with you? Say yes. Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I go ahead. Now, this is very, very important for all of you. Each of you are always what are the things to cover and highlight in your resume? What does a resume means? Is it just a piece of paper? Or it is just your name and a lovely photograph? Or it is just your contact detail that, I have 2 mobile numbers, I have 3 email IDs, or I stay in a posh area in Delhi, or I stay in XYZ location. So all the answers are here. A resume is a brief summary of your profile. Talks everything about you in maximum 2 to 3 lines. Your resume must have an elevator pitch. Can anyone explain what do you understand by the term elevator pitch? I will explain it to you also. Though I have given an example here. Can anyone write here? What do you understand by elevator pitch? Are you with me, guys? Anyone who wants to write, what do you understand by the word elevator pitch in your resume? This is very important for each of you. All of you can probably start thinking, what is the elevator pitch in your resume? Okay, I'll explain it to you. The elevator pitch means from low to high. Okay. Someone reads about your description and someone starts getting energized. Someone becomes more keenly interested in you. You raise the energy level in that person. Oh, I've got the right person's resume in my hand. I want to know more about this person, because these elevator pitches is in the very beginning of your resume. For example, so let's say Ramesh is a candidate whose resume is in the hands of an HR person. Ramesh, the elevator pitch of Ramesh is, I am a channel sales professional with 10 plus years of experience in FMCG white goods market, with highly successful track record, managed a large field sales fleet and managers, handled sales volumes of 900 crores and 7 North Indian states. After reading this, don't you get a feeling that you have got the most important attributes of the person in these 3 lines? If you think the entire resume is covered in these 3 lines, type in the chat box, yes. This is called your elevator pitch. In most of the cases, people write objective, people write career aim, people write, all those things. And when they write career aim, that is your career aim. How come the HR person or the recruiter is interested in your career aim? They're interested in their hiring reason. Why are they hiring you? For example, let me give you a related example. I am the HR person of a company, or I am the hiring manager, and you are sitting in front of me. Your resume is in my hand, and in your resume, I am not able to figure out, even after reading, who are you? Who are you means you are a salesperson, or you are a BD person, or you are a marketing person, or you are a software developer, or you are a group leader. in the IT industry, or you are a project manager in the IT industry, I'm just reading your resume, I'm still getting confused because you have not written a very, very powerful statement about you in the very beginning of your career. Because if you write a very powerful statement in the very beginning of the resume, my mindset is not to look at any details. I am only interested. Yes, bande se baat karao meri. I just want to speak to this guy. I want to meet this guy. This person is just perfect. I am looking, for example, I am looking for a channel person in the FMCG industry, and this resume comes in my hand, and so when I read this resume, that a channel sales professional, 10 plus years of experience in FMCG market, successful track record, managed large field sales and managers, handled volumes of 900 crores and 7 North Indian states. That means I can hire this person as a channel manager or next level to channel manager, because channel manager position he's already handling. This person as a regional manager also. So these three lines are so powerful that I may not be looking into the entire resume. I will straight away like to get the number and call the person. So be very careful when you write your elevator pitch. I can help you. I can help each of you in defining your elevator pitch. Because if you do not write a good elevator pitch, believe me, your CV, your person is reading your CV and getting bored and might be just dropping it for next CV. Okay. Do you agree with me? Type in the chat box, yes. Megha says yes. Radhika says yes. Rajesh says yes. Good, sounds good. Now let's go to the next thing, which is very powerful in the CV. How many of you agree that a CV with picture or CV without picture makes difference? Type in the chat box, with picture or without picture, what you believe in. With pic, without pic. Very good, very good, very good. I love the energy of all of you. You guys are rocking. All of you are. Yeah. So why CVs with picture? There is a very strong psychological reason. When we do not have our professional picture on the CV, it is only a piece of paper, and we don't have human angle. And our memories are always remembering pictures. Okay. Our memories are always remembering pictures. Pictures we remember for a longer time than words. So please understand that if there are 10 resume and 3 of them are with picture, that means, after I come out of my cabin, I will remember those 3 resumes because they all have pictures. Somebody may be very professionally present there. And I will remember, what is the name of that guy who was wearing his specs, who was in that tie and black suit? Oh, Ankit Agrawal. Okay. Then I will go to my HR and say, call this girl Ankit Agrawal. So this is a shorter way to stay in the minds of a smarter way to stay in the minds of recruiter or hiring manager. So always put your smaller, professionally done picture. Don't put your picture, taken in the garden or in the metro train or sitting in the car, because you are not sending a matrimonial resume. You are sending a job resume for a job. So be very formally present there. Write your contact details very clearly. Write 2 mobile numbers if you have, or maybe one is enough. 1 email ID. Don't write 3 email IDs, 4 mobile numbers, papa's number, mummy's number. Don't write all that. I see resume every day. I see at least 15 resumes a day. Every day, 15, 20 resumes I give consulting to, and people write all those nonsense in that resume. My mobile number, people will write, in the, if not reachable, call my dad's mobile number. So unprofessional. Exposure of industries. What is your exposure of industry? What kind of markets you have handled? What kind of volumes you have handled? What kind of team size you have handled? What are your achievements? Write all this in your resume, but write in very, very brief, because you get only one chance to either get selected for a discussion or you are rejected. So don't miss that chance. Write all this. Don't think that, when they call me, I will tell them. They will call you only if you have mentioned all these things in your CV. So for example, if we are taking a sales example, because sales is common to everyone. Everyone understands sales, by the way. So, I'm presuming IT people also understand sales. So presuming that you have worked in FMCG, white goods, and let us say automobile. So write that exposure of industries, white goods, uh, education, and XYZ. Size of markets will talk about your potential. What kind of potential you have? Okay. Size of markets can be in the size of number of states, or you can write region, for example, handle North India. You can write maybe volume, let's say 100 crores volume. That's another way to write. Or maybe you can write that handled let's say 2000 stores. Sales volumes, team size. I have a team of 45 people under me. I have three-layer team, manager, senior manager, and regional managers. Achievement figures. What did you achieve? Were you a successful? Did you achieve your targets? 80%, 90%, 110%, regional topper, national topper, whatever you are, just write. Boast about you. But write only what is relevant, what is true. Additional learning which has helped you become better over a period of time. In the resume, you can write that, I joined following coach programs when I picked up these things, okay? When I learned these courses. Your ability to learn, train, and transfer these skills. How you can showcase in your resume, how did you learn, how did you train, and how did you transfer these skills? For example, one person can write that I was a software developer, team member. Then I learned few more technical languages, okay, and then I became a group leader. Then I helped my team members further scale up their learning and become more powerful leaders or software developers or salespeople. Cover the key requirements of JD. So now this is very, very important line. Very, very, please put your focus here. Cover the key requirements of JD means job description. Whenever you're applying for a job, there is a JD. It create a hook in the resume to make it interesting. Curious for the HR hiring managers interview to call you for the interview and ask. For example, job description is writing that people with the certification in Java need only apply who have worked for 2 years in a project, if it is an IT position. People with 5 years of FMCG market handling more than 100 crores market need apply. So these are the two key requirements that JD is mentioning. Have you mapped this requirement in your JD? Maybe you're handling a territory which is 500 crores. Okay. Maybe you're handling a team. If you're IT person, let's say you have handled 30 people team, but you are not writing in your CV. That will not excite. You have to create that hook in your CV so that the moment somebody is reading your CV is able to call you back. How have you grown over a period of time? So mention all these things, but your resume should not be more than 2 pages. After working for 30 years in different companies, in different products and services, my own resume is almost 1.75 pages only. Because I have written those very important words, very important skills, very important achievements in so short that it excites a person to call me and talk to me in detail. And wherever I apply, in most of the cases, I have been getting good jobs. I showed you in the very kind of company I have and all Am I audible now? Please type in chat box yes. Thanks so much. Thanks for your patience. Truly appreciate. Is my PPT visible to you? Is my PPT visible? Type in the chat box PPT if it is visible to you. Okay, I'll share my screen now. Okay. Just give me a moment. Is it visible now? Is my screen visible to all of you? Cool. So let's go from here. I think there was some technical issue somewhere. Cool. Thanks for being there. Thanks so much for your patience. I truly appreciate. You are a wonderful audience, and I truly like each one of you. Thank you so much. So hope you understood what forms a good resume. Yeah. Keep your questions ready. I will ask you at the end, and I will unmute each one of you, and we will have a discussion. Don't worry. So I will go from here to my next slide, and that is how to prepare yourself for an interview. Okay. I hope you like that part, how to form a good resume. If you liked, type in the chat box liked, Liked, liked. Participation, guys, type in the chat box liked if you like that, what I just shared. Cool. Thank you so much. Exciting, really exciting. I'm energized and I'm thankful. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go from here. What do you key things to check before the interview? So let me tell you one thing. These after the COVID, a lot of companies will start interviewing you offline. That offline means they will not call you in person. They will all most of the time they will either have a video interview with you or they will have a telephonic interview with you. So if you have not planned very meticulously about your telephonic interview or your video interview, believe me, it doesn't really put you in the shortlisted candidates, because they also believe that you are a professional and you will take good care when you have the interview. Most of the interviews are not sudden. They're always informed to you in advance that your interview will be on so and so date, so and so time. So please make sure that if you accept that request, you are at a very comfortable situation, in a very comfortable position to take the interview. Maybe it's a telephonic interview, maybe it's a video interview. If it's a video interview, your looks really matter to them. That is the reason they want to check your confidence level on your face. They want to see how you dress up for the interview. They want to see how you will handle the question and answer them with that confidence on your face. So those are the things you need to be very careful while you are there for the video interview. If it is a telephonic interview, it should be a very, very soundproof kind of a thing. There should not be any disturbance. There should be a regular power supply. There should be enough drinking water in the room, pen, writing pad, calculator, laptop, good internet access, So all these things, you need to be very, very careful, well planned in case you're going for a telephonic interview. Your mobile should be fully charged. I have myself seen, I take a lot of interviews on behalf of the companies of so many people. When I take the interview, supposedly the interview goes on for about 1 hour. After half an hour, the battery goes off of the person, and the person doesn't know what to do, because sometimes they are away from their charger. They are into some other room, or they're sitting in the car and they don't have the charger. And the interview, I also don't know what to do with that person, because he has only one mobile. So you keep your mobile fully charged, have alternate mobile with you, check your signals. If you have a landline, fine. Another fully charged mobile with you. Check that if you have a prepaid, it has a good balance. So in the telephonic interview, you need to take care of all these things. There can be 1,000 points to check, but these are the things. If you take care, your telephonic interview will not have any problems. Okay. While the personal interview, you should always try to see who take the interview, name of the person. Check profile of the person. So that you know people are otherwise very casual. If they're called for interview at 11, they will always come late. In more than 50% cases, candidates are late. They will say, I got stuck in traffic. So try to avoid all that. Be there 15 minutes before. Be formally dressed. Carry all important documents. This is a very important section. I'm going to tell you what is the meaning of important documents. Can anyone write in the chat box, what do you understand by important documents when you go for the personal interview? Please write in the chat box what you understand by the terms important documents. Any one of you will volunteer, that'll be great for all of us. Otherwise, I'm going to tell this to you right now. Resume and certificate. Gaurav says, Priya says resume. Sri Ranjani says certificate. Anybody else? Certification, school. Rajesh says certification. Anyone else? Documents which we have mentioned in the resume. Certificates for verification, right? Megha says, Radhika says, perfect, perfect. You guys are superb. Superb. Thank you so much. So when I say certificates, please note down. So see, when I say documents, document means things which will help you to clear the interview faster than the other people who are not ready. You should always have a pen drive with you. In that pen drive, keep the 3 last salary slips ready. Because in most of the cases, if you have only one interview, the employer will ask you, can you please share your salary slip of the last 3 months? And 90% cases, people will say, I have to go back to my HR because they are available on my server. I will write them an email, then they will send me this soft copy of the thing that is on in my laptop. I don't have it right now. What happens? You are actually delaying your success. You are delaying your chances of getting that job, because faster you are telling your employer that I am ready today, the same way I'm going to be ready in future. Please hire me. I am the best fit. Take me. So keep your 3 months salary slip ready in the soft copy, available in a pen drive or in your email somewhere, so that in case they ask you, immediately forward. Okay. Keep soft copy of all your certificates or certifications, whatever you have done, 10, 12th, graduation, BTech, BE, MBA, BCom, whatever you have done, whatever your certifications are, please keep soft copies ready, so that in case they want to check, you can just show them, boss, these are my documents. please verify. So one is your educational related documents, one is your salary slip. At the same time, keep your PAN card, keep your Aadhaar card, keep your bank details all ready in soft copy format. And one more important thing, which many candidates I have asked, they were not available. In most of the places, we end up writing that we have been very successful in our career. We write that, I have achieved annual best employee award, I have achieved best performer of the quarter. So if you have achieved all this, you must have the certificates of all this in the soft copy forms, or some appreciation mail you would have got from your boss. Please keep all those emails and emails ready, where somebody has applauded you for your achievement, or you have a picture with your HR head or XYZ, whatever it is, where you can say that I mentioned in my CV, and this is the proof. All these things will put you in the very smart candidate bracket, and you are faster than others. Offer letter also comes to you very fast. You can immediately read and accept it, and that's how you become successful. This is about telephonic and personal interview. Let's also understand some of the things that you need to do. A hard copy of your CV. See, you end up creating so many CVs. One CV for this company, one CV for that company. And at the end, when they call you, you don't remember which CV you have sent to which company and what have you mentioned. You always carry a new hard copy with you, which you give it to them. What they already have with them, what you have in front of you are two different versions. So always keep different folders where you have applied the jobs, and carry the same copy with you. Read it carefully before the interview. Read the job description 10 times, because if you paste the job description in your heart and mind, you will actually do a lot of justice comparing all other candidates who are not even remembering what is the job description. Because in many of the cases, interviewer is asking you, what do you understand that what we are looking for in this job? Since you have not read the job description, you don't even remember that what they're looking at. And most of the candidates say that, yeah, I received the JD from the consultant, but I don't remember it now. I'm sorry, I forgot it. I did not have time. I was so busy. I just got a call 1 hour back. These are all excuses, and excuses will not take you to success. Always remember, remember by heart the job description, and especially the top three requirements, because you have to rotate your entire interview answers around top three requirements. Because if you justify them that you are the best candidate for these top three requirements, you are going to be get selected. Okay. Thoroughly research about the company. For example, it is X company. So have you gone through the Google, checked about the reputation of the company? What is the employee feedback of those companies? Try to connect one or two people of that company through LinkedIn. What are the financials of them? There are tons of websites which will give you financials about the company. If they have a share market equity, then what is the rate? Are they going down? Are they up? Who's the MD of the company? Who are the top people in the company? What is the product line? What company is looking forward to become in future? Who are the competitors? You need to do a thorough research. You need to make I remember about 5 years back, I had a call from one of the government related training organization. Okay, they called me for a training head position. When I went to them, they only asked me one straight question: are you ready for the interview? I said yes. He said, prove it. I said, prove it means? He said, how have you prepared? So I was carrying a 78-page document, which was part of my laptop bag. So I said, the only way I can prepare is to read this document before coming for the interview. And I'm ready with this for the last 10 days. Please have a look into this. So he said, oh my God, you have done so much of research that many things even I do not know about my company. Okay. So he said, sounds very, very interesting. And I would like to ask you questions, some from this, some out of this. And believe me, I cracked that particular interview. But unfortunately, they were asking me to join in Bangalore. I was more keen in Delhi. I did not join. So you have to do a lot of research before you go for the interview. And if you are ready with all this, believe me, you will crack the interview. Because interview is just a mindset. Interview is not your academic interview where somebody is asking you, tell me about this particular thing or that particular thing, like you were asked in your academic examinations, where you have to really remember everything what may not be pertinent to your life. Because your interview is based on your own life. If you have done preparation, you will crack it. Sounds interesting? How many of you think that this information is very, very cool? Type in the chat box, super cool. If you relate what I've just said, type in the chat box, super cool. Mega says cool, Rajesh, cool, Rajesh, Sriranjani, Radhika, Gaurav, Rohit, Rohini, sorry. More people, anybody else feels that this is super cool information? Please type in the chat box. Your participation will give me a lot of energy. Do you see that energy in me? Do you see that I'm driving energy only from you? I don't have anyone around me. You are all remotely connected, but all of you are my energy. Yeah. Thank you so much. So much. So let's go to the next slide. We are about to finish. In the about I think 15 more minutes and we'll be over. But now we are reaching to the highest point of our entire presentation or webinar, where you will get the most important information now. Okay, so be here. Please stay glued till the end. What is a profile building? How to build a profile building? Now, I'll take some name from you. Let's say Gaurav is Gaurav at Rohini, Gaurav, Radhika, Sriranjani. Let's say Radhika, okay, or Gaurav. You have made a biodata. You have prepared for the interview, and you went for the job interview, and you got selected. You keep working in that company next 2 years, 3 years, and then you think of changing. You make another change. You get another thing. After 15 years, when you look back in your career, that where you started and where you are today, okay? So what all feelings will come in your mind? Are you here because you had no plan and you just kept working and your life was just good? Okay, मैं उस company में था, then I reached to this company and that company. Or in the very beginning of your career, you knew where you want to be after 15 years. And when you review and you see that you are there or you are on a higher pedestal than what you planned, which one is better to you? Which one you relate better? If you plan today and reach there, or if you are just there and happy about it? Type in the chat box. The first option is that you plan today and after 15 years, you see you have reached higher to that. That is plan. That is one. Second is wherever you should be, goal and plan according to the goal. Perfect. Plan. I truly relate with you that if you know where to reach and if you reach there and if you review that after 15 years, you should always be happy. You should not just be contented. ठीक है यार, पहुंच गए जहां पहुंचना था. That is not life. The excitement of life is that, thank you, Rajesh, Sriraji. Thank you all for your active part. I truly relate with you. The first one is better. Okay. So career planning and mapping is the key here. Know early in your career what's your road ahead. Job or business, you are in job, you are in business. Your chances of being hired and well paid are much more than an average profile person. You will do well ahead in life. An expert always gets paid higher than a journalist. The next point, there are two chances. Which one is more closer to you? We've just discussed. If you know where to reach, you will reach there in all probability. Or the other option is, if you do not know where to reach, you will definitely reach somewhere. I think the first one is better. Most of you are saying first one. You should always choose the right company. Don't just pick up a job. Be choosy in your life. Choose your life. It's your life. You have only one life. You don't know past life. You will never know the future life. You have only one life to live. Live it with a lot of happiness, live it with a lot of confidence, and live it with a lot of planning. Because if you plan, you will get more always. Choose right company, right industry, right time to join, stay well network, take right decisions, be an opportunity grabber. Don't be lethargic. Don't be a slow person in your life. I always picked up the opportunity. I was working with NIT Limited. One day my lady boss, who was also the chief business manager, she just called me and she said, Shailendra, we are extremely happy with your performance. You are a channel head. Now we want you to handle the Delhi business. What's your take? I said, I just jumped into, I said, I am interested. My take is yes. She said, okay, that's cool. Next day, I was the Delhi state head. And then Delhi was 40% business of our entire North India business. So I did not lose that opportunity. But if you think I will get back to you tomorrow, madam मैं कल बताऊंगा, sir मैं कल बताऊंगा, परसों बताऊंगा, let me talk to my father, let me talk to my friend, let me talk to my neighbor, you will actually end up losing all the opportunities. Yeah. So always be an opportunity grabber. You see the opportunity, take a quick decision and grab it. Stay focused. Why you are in this company? What is your goal for the next 2 years? And keep working on it. Don't engage yourself into friendship in the organization. And 9 to 5:30 office guy लौट के आ गया फिर देखेंगे क्या होता है. Do well, and that's how you go ahead in your life. Why we fail? Is this a question in your mind? Because we all fail. Nobody in this world is a successful person from the first moment of his life to the last moment of their life. Are you willing to know about this? Type in the chat box, yes. This is a very important thing. Cool. Mega says yes. Gaurav says yes. More people to type. Rajesh, Sriranjani. Cool. So why we fail? We have to understand why we fail. Let's first understand what is success. A successful person is the person who succeeds progressively realizing the worthy idea. Means you want to become a, let's say, project manager that you have decided, and that is your worthy idea that I want to become a project manager in an IT company, or I want to become the regional manager in a product sales company, or I want to become factory manager in a factory. That is my worthy idea. I have to decide, I have to first have that idea, and then I'm working. If I'm working with a goal, I will become successful doing a job deliberately because I'm working to achieve that thing. In my all companies, I always asked all my colleagues, all my juniors, and some of my seniors, because I can't ask direct questions to my seniors. I always ask because I knew one day I'll get into training and development. One day I'll become a coach. One day I'll become a mentor. So I have been practicing that for the last about 10, 15 years. I always ask people, are you right on your successful career journey? Are you happy with your life in your work life? Do you know where you want to reach? Are you going to be there? And 70% people told me no. 70% people told me that, I was just looking for a job. I got it. Now I'm continuing for the last 2 years and I'm okay. I did not know where I will reach. So it's okay. 9 to 5:30 job. I go, come back 5 days, 6 days, whatever it is. So those 70% people, if I see today, they have not done a very, very successful working in their career. They're all mediocres. And those 30% people who said, yes, sir, I wanted to become a lead manager in my department. And my target was 5 years. But sir, I became a manager after 3 years. Because I worked very hard on that. I worked in a very intelligent way. And I worked with a lot of speed and precision. So instead of 5 years, I got that position in 3 years. This is success, okay? Failure, why we fail? We fail because we have no goals, we have no planning, we have no destination. And these are three things why we fail. Everyone outside is looking for top-notch performers. No one is looking for failures. And these are some golden life rules. Please read them very carefully, understand them. Your mind is your operating system, like in your computer, like in your mobile. Keep updating it. If you do not update your operating system, it will not accept new files from outside, and there will be a mismanagement of the versions. Okay. If you have a Windows operating system, maybe some other operating systems file you will not be able to access. So keep updating your operating system. Your mind is your operating system. As you sow, so shall you reap. जो आप बोगे वही काटोगे आप. If you sow the seed of plans, goals, destinations, you will reach there. Believe and succeed. Believe in yourself and you will succeed. You are sum total of your own thoughts. A man's life is what his thoughts make of it. If you think you will be successful, you will be successful. If you think you are going game, I have tried it so many times in my life that in all my interviews, I went prepared and I kept telling myself, Shailendra, you will clear it. Because you seem to be very ready. I had done all possible kinds of studies before getting into the interview. And in 80% of my interviews, I was through and I had the offer. I had the choice to say yes or no to them. I had the choice to say whether I want to join immediately or maybe after 2 months. I had the choice to ask my own salaries, because in most of the companies, they had offered me less than what I expected, but I negotiated and got more than what I had thought of. Let's say I'm looking for 10 lakhs, they offered me 8 lakhs, and I ended up joining at 11 lakhs because of my negotiating skills. I negotiated so well. But the negotiation is also part of your thought process. So plant your seed in your thought process that you'll become successful, and you will become successful. Okay? We become what we think about. A man is what he thinks all day long. When you're going through the interview, you start thinking about it 2 days, 3 days in advance. You start dreaming that you are there and you are appearing in the interview. He's asking you a question and you're replying the question. They're liking your answer. You start dreaming. You start relating yourself. You start visualizing. This is called manifestation. Human beings can alter their life by altering their attitude of mind. Cold blood act. You should have a cold blood act. I want to be successful, and I want to be successful, and I want to be in this company. If you can't find them, make them. Make your goals. Make your targets. Make your destination. Decide, or get all those tools to reach there and reach there. If you care about the result, it will surely happen. In most of the cases, we start a journey and we don't know where we want to reach. We think, ठीक है, देखते हैं यार कैसे होता है, देखते हैं. I mean, it's a very common statement that we all say, देखते हैं यार, try करते हैं, होगा होगा नहीं तो कोई बात नहीं. No. होगा होगा नहीं तो कोई बात नहीं. You will fail because you have decided to fail. Plant your goals as seed in your mind and get the desired result. You can make money after you're successful. You will never make money if you're not successful. You never make money without being successful. So you have to be successful in order to make money, okay? Do you relate all this? Type in the chat box, yes, we do. Type, I do. Type in the chat box, I do, if you relate with all these things. Perfect. Thank you so much. You guys are rocking here. You all have become expert. Perfect. Rohini, Gaurav, Shiranjani. Okay, cool. Rajesh. Perfect. Do you all like it? Cool. Thank you so much. Energizing, giving me a lot of energy. How will we connect post the webinar? This is very important. Okay. So webinar is about to finish in next about 10 minutes. You have to keep learning. You have to keep getting mentored, being a subscription-based mentee if you want to have. Our today's session was completely free without any money, but we still have a lot of brainstorming, a lot of learning from each other. Okay. So I have charted out 2 annual subscriptions. One is a silver level, one is a annual level. The silver level is for 5,000 rupees. In this, I will help you learn the techniques, get insights, mentoring, learning suggestions, free access to future webinars. I will personally do your CV review. I will personally do your LinkedIn profile review. Job search, I will create a job search strategy for you. I will help you with interview preparation in the next 1 year. Whenever you have an interview, you can call me and we can have a session around that particular company or a particular, industry. You will become part of the silver level broadcast group through Telegram, which is by invitation only. And you will also have a career record ebook, so that you start keeping everything safe, so that when you go for the interview, you look more ready than the others. Okay, and you don't have to search in different emails, in different folders, in different bags, in different poly bags. Kahan rakh diya, kahan rakh diya. So I will help you curate all these things, so that even after 20 years, somebody is asking you, please show me that you were a topper in your second job or a third job, you still have the copy of that email, copy of those certificates. So I will give you a career record ebook here in this all 5,000 rupees. This is a silver level, and this will be for 1 year. All right. The second level is premium annual based subscription. This is a gold level for 10,000 rupees. You will get all the above, what I've mentioned in the silver level. You will get Telegram broadcast group membership here, again exclusive. I will also help you in financial planning, because you earn money and you do not know what you do with your money. What you do with your money in the sense that how much money you require for which area in your life. Accordingly, you choose your career. Accordingly, you choose your growth path. Okay. Niche identification. Some of you are studying today and would like to move into their own entrepreneurship. How to identify your niche area? Niche means your strength area, your expertise, your interest area. Okay, strength identification, personality analysis, career roadblocks if you have any, career planning. I can help you with regular reviews, regular handholding on your career onward journey with industry and domain insights, career issues, failure to success road journey, career goal setting, professional networking tips. I will also try to arrange some case studies for you, maybe group discussions on once in 10 days, 15 days kind of thing, so that we can discuss topics which are of your higher interest. Life and career record ebook, so that you don't have to surf through 10 emails and 20 WhatsApp and 20 past emails. Some of them you will lose and you will have no records. Why this money, you must be thinking, because often we don't value what we do not pay for or take it for granted. If I can offer you so much in future, you think it makes sense? Write in chat box yes, or write makes sense. Because my time also has some value, and if I give you time, I will charge some value from you. Cool. Thank you so much. And these are the contact details for you to reach me in future. This is my Chase profile. You can take a screenshot of this. Here is my LinkedIn profile. Okay. Here's my mobile number for you. I don't want to keep anything hiding. My mobile number is visible to you. You can reach me directly through SMS, WhatsApp, call, whatever. My Telegram is also on the same number. This is my email ID. You can reach me, or you can reach Ayur or Ankit on the Chase platform, or the Chase people. They will also help you reach with me, and we can connect from now onwards for future, for your hand holding and helping you with an exciting journey. Okay. If you want to join those silver or gold level membership, you can directly pay me on my mobile number. My Paytm is on the same mobile number, or you can request for on my WhatsApp, request for my bank details. I can give you my bank details. You can directly transfer there, or you can transfer it through Chase. Chase also has their pay you, etc., ready. So either way you want to join, you are most welcome. Was I able to help you with your career queries? I hope you all had a wonderful session, and it'll be really exciting to see if some of you are interested to take your journey forward from here. Okay. And I told you there is a free gift for all the people who stay till end. So Ayush, please try and take the snapshot of the participants right now. We have X number of people available. There is a free gift for all these people who are available at this point of time. And that free gift, and I'm going to announce, this is only for those people who are here till now, not for people who have joined and left early. I'm sorry, they've missed that free gift. Are you guys interested for free gift? Type in the chat box, free gift. Guys, type in the chat box that, cool. Sounds very good, very good. And this will really be very exciting for you, each one of you. Thanks so much. Everyone is typing. Type everyone, all those people who are online right now, type in chat box, free gift, so that I announce it. Cool. So Ayush, all those people who have stayed till now, I will give them 15 minutes free one-to-one session. Okay.
That's great, Shailendra.
And this 15 minutes free session is for each participant who is right now available with us, so that I identify their career related issue, one issue, and I will give the answer to that one issue in that 15 minutes itself. And we will discuss in case they're further interested to take it forward. And people who are ready to take the journey onwards right now, getting a member of the silver or the gold level, you can write in the chat box, I'm interested. And you can share it on my mobile number or the Chase mobile number or the Chase email ID. Write to us. We will come back to you with our bank details. You can just transfer the money through your credit cards or through your accounts, and your journey starts. For next 1 year, we are with you. For next 1 year, you can keep all your career-related worries out of your mind. Amount is not too much. For the same thing, we charge about 40,000 rupees from my individual mentees when I'm out of the Chase platform. For my out of Chase platform, I charge about 25,000 rupees from the freshers to early career aspirants. And from the middle management people, I charge about 35,000 rupees. And people who are senior, I charge about 50,000 rupees. And where I give them one-to-one mentor-mentee talks, and there is a complete calendar we will create, and we will keep on hand-holding you throughout the year. It is for one full year, guys, 5,000 or 10,000. If you divide 5,000 rupees by 12, it is only 400 rupees. If you divide 10,000 by 12, it is going to be, I think, 900 rupees. So 800, 900 rupees a month on an average is not too much to keep all your career problems out of you, and you will have a person with you to handle with you throughout the year. You can keep writing your issues to me on your WhatsApp, or we will fix up a call through Chase platform or my individual platforms, and we can take the journey onwards. Thank you so much for being here. It was very, very lovely with you. People who are willing to take the 15 minutes free additional session, please book your session through Chase platform. And what is the Chase code, Ayur? What is the code through which they can get 15 minutes?
You can use the code CHASE, CHASE, all caps. I'm writing it in the chat box.
Okay, people who stayed till the end, all those people, can you send that code to them through SMS or through email, so that they can book one-to-one meeting with me? And people who are willing to take the journey onwards, if they want to make payment, they can reach to Ayush, and or they can transfer the money on my mobile number. My Paytm is on this number, so I will get back to you. Thank you so much. It was lovely having all of you. I hope I was able to add some value in each of you's understanding about resume, understanding about interview, understanding about how you become successful. Your understanding is, I think, more deeper on how you become successful and how to make a very strong profile. Does it make sense to you? Type in the chat box, makes sense. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Harpreet. Thank you, Radhika, Shriranjani, Rajesh Mahajan. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And please book your 15 minutes free session because that's your free gift. You should not miss that. That's an opportunity that we can connect on a more one-to-one talks. Here we were in a group. We could not speak to each other, but there we will be able to have a video discussion, video-based discussion, or we can have a telephonic discussion, whatever is comfortable with you. Bring with one solid problem of your career, and I will try to give you an instant solution there in those 15 minutes. And that can become your testimonial for my future services, which you can avail either as a gold member or as a silver member. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me here, and keep doing well in your life. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ayush.